And speaking of chat, I have here, sitting next to me, Mr. Alvin Luck from Social Debugging. Would you prefer Alvin Luck, or do you prefer...
Alvin's okay.
Alvin. All right, man. Hey, but I like the last name though. It's actually pretty cool. You know.
Yeah, I have a joke with that you never bet against a person whose last name is Luck.
No. Listen. I have the bad luck of being named a very complicated last name, and it followed me throughout high school. It's terrible.
Well, the first name gets the most annoying because of the, where's your brother Simon and Theodore?
I actually like your first name. I think that it's uncommon. It's not as common as Jose. There's too many Joses around here. It's become generic. It loses all originality.
Yeah, I work with 4 Jose, so I know how you feel.
Thank you. This guy gets me. Oh, so tell me, so you run a YouTube channel called Social Debugging. How long has that been around?
Well, it's actually a Facebook group where a group that's trying to help people who have or have to interact with people with social difficulties. I'm actually doing a panel right after this called Real Life Social Difficulties Reflected in Anime, where I actually talk about anime characters and how some have social difficulties and how they deal with it and how anime deals with it.
That's very impressive. Okay, yes. So it's a Facebook. So it's on Facebook. It's not a YouTube channel yet.
We do have a YouTube channel. I post I will try to record some of my presentations so that people who can't see the presentation can watch it later. And I'm starting a YouTube series called Alvin's Talks, where I am talking in more detail about social difficulties that I can't always cover in my presentation because I only have 45 minutes to an hour, and there's a ton of stuff that I would love to cover, but I can't in such a short period of time.
Oh no, I wholeheartedly agree with you. We're in year 2019, at this time of age where everything's done on the internet as far as content goes, and the best way to reach out to your audience is take advantage of social media. So good on you for getting ahead on the game. So what inspired you to get into this kind of venture, if you don't mind me asking?
Actually, I love to explain it to people. Originally, I once told someone that there was no classes for socializing because I'm actually autistic. I'm high-functioning autism, known as Asperger's, and I have social difficulties. But there was no help for me, and so I decided if no one's going to do it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to be the one to try to help people who have social difficulties better handle it. But I also know that there's the other side of the coin, the people who have to interact with these people who may get frustrated and not understand. And I like to try to explain it to them so that they understand what the other side, what the other coin is, and in a sense give them empathy for the person and help them better communicate.
That's very admirable of you, sir. That's actually very good. And I actually, we appreciate people like you actually reaching out to them and helping them overcome those difficulties. So.
Well, if I don't, who will?
Of course, absolutely. And you know what? I hope you do continue with this because your work is going to inspire a lot of others who are watching, who go to your panels, and it'll inspire them to take the ball and help others as well.
Well, a wave only goes as long as it's continued to pass.
How many years have you been doing this?
I think about 3 to 4 years. I try to do at least my main panel at every convention. I do have an over 18 panel that I've recently started, and I'm developing it. I've also recently connected with another group, and we're thinking about doing a joint panel later this year. We still have to get some things hashed out.
No, that's good. That's great on you. Are you looking to expand, reach out to any conventions out of state?
Out of state, not right now. I can't afford to. My eventual goal for social debugging is to make it a small business management consulting firm and help companies with their communication, because a lot of times corporations have a tough time communicating to their employees and understanding the different aspects of social difficulties, including autism. There's a lot of companies that don't fully understand what the potential of autism is in a company, and I want to try to help them better understand it so that they can better adapt to it and take the full use of the autistic spectrum.
And that's good. And I'm actually glad that you're here, that people like you are around here to raise that kind of awareness. You know, this is obviously not a laughing matter. It's not something that that could be dismissed out of hand. So, and tell our lovely viewers out there, where can we find you?
Well, the main focus right now is on our Facebook page, Social Debugging. You can also find us on Reddit. We have a website. It's still in a process. We got a YouTube channel. Basically, you just search for Social Debugging and you'll pretty much find us on the medias. We do have an Instagram account, but I've got to work on it. I've got a loose group, and we've got to get organized better.
Of course, absolutely. Hey, I mean, come on, man. Look at us. We've been doing this for 7 years, and organization has never been our strongest suit, but we managed to get it done. So, hey, I have faith in you, dude. Mm-hmm. All right, man. And, thank you very much for joining me, and I do appreciate you having on this show, man. And thank you, everyone, for watching, even though the live stream's still going. But, hey.
Yep.
All right, man.